tenant, janitor, I mop the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all the notifications. Um, is that better? It's a little better, right? Hit the bell for all notifications. Hit me with some hype points. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen in the nation, hit us with a super thanks, a super chat, depending on why you're watching it or when you're watching it, or Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do what y'all want. Cash App tag will be in the description, along with the Bandcamp link, which is there for those of you who would rather hear me rapping than hearing me yapping. You understand what I'm saying? Also, be advised that I'm on kick.com. Not right now, but start if to anybody who are Kick users, start migrating over there. Make the voyage over there, the trek, the expedition over there to Kick, and see me over. It's a different version of Rocco over there, so come see me over there. Um, salute to James, Buffalo, New York, in the building, the early bird special. Um, so yeah, I'm here to talk about your man Nore, and hold on a second. Hey, oh man, this is gonna be difficult. Different location. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Nore and Vlad. I think this situation is hilarious. I mean, it's one of those. It's an unintentionally funny moment. You know what I mean? Um, for a while, Vlad, for the past few weeks, maybe a month, um, cut the shit. Come here. Come here. My bad. For a while, Vlad has been on, one of his newest op has been Nore. Every once in a while, Vlad finds himself frustrated by people in the hip hop industry, which is, I mean, hey, fair is fair. People be frustrated with him all the time, but but he said it was in regards to Nore flaking on him in a an interview and all of that. He was supposed to supposed to do an interview on his show when he didn't. And for I don't know how the interview done, but it didn't go through, and and then he went on his tirade. We've seen Vlad do that with Marlon Wayans. We've seen him do that with uh what's this guy's name? Uh the comedian that he was trying to hold on a second. I'm vlogging you. I'm vlogging. Can you take the crying dog with you? It's fine. The people, they know what it is. Let's take this little screaming ass nigga out of here. Before I have to put him in the comment section. Now listen. Um, where was I? Oh yeah. So Vlad, yeah, he was firing. He been firing shots at Nore for the past few somethings. Every time Vlad has, whenever Vlad has an issue with somebody, it's like he invites new guests. All of the guests that he invite on his show, he talk about whoever he got smoke with, and I guess that's his formula for get back. It seems like it. Because it's not like it's not like he's a rapper or artist or nothing like that. He's an interviewer. You know what I'm saying? So if he got beef with somebody, he doesn't really have a way to disrespectionize them that really makes sense, that kind of fits with his brand. So he just waits till he get an interview and another interview and another. He lined up 10, 20 interviews, and he asks all the niggas what they think about you, the dude he got beef with. You know what I'm saying? And that's his green light to then recognize your gangstifications and all of that. I almost for the this not, it's not very often that I be excited about a Vlad response. I never am. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, it's not like he gonna rap. I don't think he corn. I don't think he got joke. I don't think he's funny. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not never looking, and whoever, he's usually mad at somebody I'm a fan of or a rapper or something. And me and Vlad are cool, but I'm gonna always take the rapper side unless the rapper is dead wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Like I have certain biases. I have no problem letting you know this. You understand? I'm biased to the rappers first. I'm also biased to the blacks. You understand what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, right? But me and Vlad, cool. He know that. I did his show. I did his interview. I ain't never had no. You know what I'm saying? I just be speaking about the. You know what I mean? You heard. But I can't wait to hear his reaction to this, and I wonder who he's going to interview and how he going to work his. You know what I'm saying? How he going to run his play, because the he been talking about. I must. You know what I mean? But not only, but as far as N.O.R.E. goes, not only do I disagree with him saying that he was doing to Vlad all kind of paused activities. I understand the metaphor, but was it necessary? It wasn't, right? But not only do I disagree with that, he brought up the fact that that Vlad basically told on Rick Ross, and in our community that's snitching. In our community, what is Rick Ross? I mean, he used to be a CO. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying. I'm not saying right, wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Like he was a cop. He stole a whole nother real gangster's identity. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. That was just my my mind running WhatsApp right there. You know what I mean? Like, have I ever been pissed off at a Vlad TV episode or Vlad's his recipe, his process? Yes, I have been pissed. I have been able to look and see some of and see what some of the truth in what N.O.R.E. is. Everybody likes to say, yo, you came on that man show, he asked you a question, you ain't have to answer it. Yo, the police do the same thing though. They ask you questions that may seem harmless. You know what I mean? And you might indirectly, and all right, am I making excuses for them? No. What I'm saying is this. You ain't on this stupidity. You understand what I'm saying? Every hustler, when you hustling somebody, when it's so many hustles where in order for the person running the hustle to be successful, the other person has to be victimized. Like, they have to be not that bright. They have to be unaware. They have to be misguided, deceived. You understand? Tricked, uninformed. You understand what I'm saying? So just because I'm uninformed and you hustle me, that don't absolve you of your guilt. Nah, you still a foul nigga. Hold on. Yeah, you still a foul nigga. Yeah, salute to you, Aggie. Hit them likes, Stan. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, just because you're not absolved of the foulness in that situation. But yeah, so yeah, you got I have felt that way about Vlad and his situation. Yes, I don't agree with that. I don't absolve all guilt in those situations. But it is what it is. This is hustle. I feel like at this point, like I feel like the first couple of years he could have got away with that. But when the coaches started be like, yo, what you doing over there? This nigga Vlad is this, that, and the third. When the coach said that, then I believe at that point, the culture, like any other artist who went on that show after that, they should have known. They should have went up there like, I ain't telling this nigga nothing about such and such, and so on and so forth. You know, I went on the platform before. He asked me some questions. I said some things about some things, and then I was like, I mean, but I was lying. You understand what I'm saying? Because it ain't no amount. It ain't no you can't get me to talk about certain things on camera. And all right, he asked the question. I lied about it. Whatever. But then I hit him up later. I'm like, yo, take that out. And he didn't even answer me. Somebody else reached back to me. And it was like, what you need? And I told him that I needed them to take the part out. And they was like, why? I was like, cause it ain't true. And that was that. You know what I'm saying? That was that. There was no problem. But yeah, N.O.R.E. Pause. You could have chosen the set of words, bro. But yeah, snitching is okay from what I see online. Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm glad you brought that up. You know what's funny? Because all of these people, you got this wave of people who running around telling. You got everybody who playing thugs, snitching everywhere. Anyway, you got people who are civilians and older, OGs and elders, and they like, yo, that street life ain't nothing. That shit, it ain't no reward in that. Y'all better leave those stupid rules alone. These people ain't your friends. You think they gonna be loyal to you? All of this, that, and the third. The code is fake. There is no code. There is no code. You know who else has a no snitching code? The police. When it comes to them, all of the y'all know black people don't hang them. You know black people don't hang themselves, right? Y'all know that, right? Right? I've heard, when all of the stories floating around, I've heard, I'm not sure, I didn't do the research, but I heard that every one of them, like all of those lynchings, they somewhere near a precinct. Like a police station or something like that. They might not call it precincts down south or whatever. It's somewhere near the sheriff's station. Some people believe it's police doing that. Whoever's doing it, ain't nobody talking about it. Ain't nobody telling. Ain't no police telling on no other police, if it is them allegedly. But either way, somebody know. Where are all the stops? Where are all the people shaming the stop snitching gang rules and policies, and where's all that at? You understand what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like it. Move it up. But I've rambled off of the topic. My bad. 88. Did y'all know I'm on kick.com? Did I mention that already? All right. Yo, when you in here, you got to spell things correctly. Do me a favor. Just the names of our dignitaries, our legendaries, and our, our monumentals. Crips get a pass, but you got to put a little color or something in the comments so we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's ROCK. And the click in boot camp click is CLIK. No CLICK, no CLIQ, or none of that. It's 4 letters in all 3 words. The pause practitioners here. It's playfully, persistently, proficiently practice the pause. N.O.R.E, don't you ever say you said that last time. First place you block. For that right there. For being the one ass. You block. Nah, I'm joking. I ain't gonna touch on that on that topic right quick, because I thought it was funny. and I'm very interested in what Vlad's response is going to be. So you know, holler at your homies. Rock on, rock on.